Good morning, you guys. I'm gonna make some coffee and then I want to show you what my camera bag looks like. Let's go through my camera bag. I'm really hoping that my coffee will be done and so we can like drink coffee and go through my camera bag, but we'll see. See my craziness of a bun. Oh, so I'm going to Germany. Go to Germany in about a week. It has been a task to find a camera bag. I've been working on trying to find a camera bag in general for a while just because I need one and I hate putting all of my stuff in my regular backpack. So, backstory, I've been looking for months before I was even planning this trip to go to Germany, and then Germany's here and I'm like, oh yeah, nah, you really need a camera bag. Me going international, be bringing all my stuff. I just want to have like no issues. I want to have like a seamless travel. I'm really big on making sure that my travel experience is best as possible, and within that is making sure that I have my own self together so I don't like sabotage my own my travel experience. So yeah, I've been wanting the Peter McKinnon Nomadic Bag for a while, like basically since it's been out like on Kickstart. So there's that. He had the travel bag and then he has an everyday bag. Well, I definitely wanted the travel bag. So long story short, purchased the Peter McKinnon Nomadic Bag travel version on top of that. I want to say like a week or so ago. Thought I was gonna get it. Waited a week, waiting to hear back. Someone says, hey, send him a message just to make sure that everything is good to go. Long behold, there's no bag. There was an issue with, I guess it was on back order or something like that. I was like super frustrated and upset because when I ordered the bag, it said it was in stock. So I was like, I feel like you guys like gave my bag away. I didn't say all that, but that's just kind of how I feel. So, and then my other thing is I had to reach out to you instead of you like sending me a message. So it happens. I work in a warehouse, so I know like stuff happens. It's part of just life and business. It just sucks when it actually affects you. So long story short, even more, I had to go on a mission on Friday when I got off to get a bag because I'm about to leave and I really need a bag. So I drove forever, went to a bag store, or not a bag store, a camera store in Fort Worth and got a bag. So let's talk about it. Ugh. This is my bag. Bag high to the world. You can see clearly how big this bag is. Yeah, so I went to the store, was there for a while, got this bag. I really like Peak Design, so just to be honest, I'm a huge Peak Design fan. Have a couple other stuff. So yeah, however, they either didn't have a big enough bag, their bag wasn't kind of the style that I needed. So like one bag that fully opens, and I'll show you what I'm saying, like fully opens, didn't act, it was just a shell of the bag. There was no insides, there was no guts to it. So trying to buy the guts to it on top of it was just a lot. So long story short, everyone, I bought a bag. This is the bag that I have. And this bag is a Manfrotto bag. That's the company of this bag. And we're gonna go through it. I'm gonna show you the great things of it. I really can't tell you what the pros and the cons are. I can just tell you based off of looking at it and my experience of me just kind of having it in the house because I've only had it for a couple of days. So I will give the pros and cons probably once I come back from Germany. I'll do another video on this bag. However, huge fan of this bag for multiple different reasons. I feel like my only con, which is really not the bag, it's just having a camera bag in general, right, is that the bag is so big and there's so much like protection of the bag that I feel like my back is gonna sweat. But my back's sweating. One, I need to lose weight. Two, my back sweating is really like, it's not that big a deal compared to what it's protecting, right? I feel like this light is a little off, but we'll fix it. So there's that. Let's get into the meat of things. So, like I said, this is the bag. It's pretty big. It has on both sides for a tripod. I'm using my tripod right now. If not, I would show you. But I actually don't think that my type of tripod is good for this because my tripod is a little big, and to be completely honest, I feel like it's a little bulky, in my opinion. But it doesn't fit down like really small. Once I keep, because I go back to this Peak Design thing. Peak Design has a tripod that gets really, really, really small, and so that's really what the tripod that I would like to use for travel. But we'll see. I'll have to buy it eventually. I don't use my tripod like a ton, but I believe that I'm going to start using my tripod a lot more because I'm going to start doing more videos, doing more vlogs, things like that. So yeah. Anyway, there's two spots, one on both sides, to be able to put your tripod, and then to be able to lock it in here or hold it in here tight enough. It's on both sides as well. And we're gonna go through this bag. So my laptop is currently in this bag right now, and this is the great things. If you see, I don't know if you can see all of it, but this bag expands pretty big. I believe I have the expander open. My laptop is in here already, and I love this because I have the bigger laptop, so it gives me, it makes sure that I have enough space, because when it comes to backpacks, right, I'm gonna post this off to the side. When it comes to backpacks, a lot of backpacks that I've seen or have wanted to purchase actually don't fit my laptop. So they're usually like 15 inches or something like that, and then my laptop doesn't fit, and so it really is sad. So that is like number one thing is the greatest thing. On top of that, there's so much cushion on this bag, like this right here, that I feel like if I drop this bag, like, your girl is fine. So there's that. Oh, zip that bad boy back up, right? And then there's like another compartment in here. Actually, I've recorded this video twice. I recorded it on my phone, and I was like, oh, I don't like quality, so I'm recording it on my actual camera. And earlier when I was recording, I found that there's an actual, like, a whole different compartment. So that's awesome. I don't even know what I would use it for, but there's always going to be a reason for you to have to use a compartment, right? It comes with a lock. It comes with a lock right here on the side. I haven't opened it or anything, but this is big for me traveling international. I just want to make sure I have all of my stuff there and back. I'm not going to check this bag, of course. It's carrying on with me, but just making sure. So yes, then we're gonna lay this bad boy back, and let's see if I can make my camera, nope, zooming it, there we go. So let's begin. Let's open this bag. So let's get into the meat of things, if I can find a zipper. So watch this. It flips all the way open. And so because of that, that is the greatest thing with this bag, is that it flips all the way open, so I can just get in what I need to and then just pull it out. And we're gonna go through kind of what I have in my bag. So I have my 85 millimeter, I have my 50 millimeter, my Sony ZV-1 I'm recording on, but there's a home in here for that. I have my battery grip, the actual body of my camera, and then I have all my, I guess, bells and whistles. So I have my Weeble, so I have my gimbal with me. I'm bringing on this trip because I'm going to need B-roll. Then I have all the little connector parts that connect onto my Weeble. It has its own spot for that. You guys, I think my coffee's ready. Hold please. You guys, moment of silence. Live for a good coffee, but I live on Manfrotto. So anyway, I have my Weeble, I have all its gadgets. I have my flash. I think I'm actually gonna leave this home. I don't see me having to use it because I'm a natural light type of person. I thought of all the things that I know about photography. Well, I'm gonna say that learning about photography, I'm not really a big light person as far as flash. Like, I'm big on like my actual lights in my studio as far as like recording and stuff like that. But other than that, that's enough. Great thing, it actually comes with a case, so I put all my little gadgets and things like that. So because I have a MacBook, I feel like if you have a MacBook, you know, there's so many adapters and things like that you have to have. And then I have like my polarizers and all my filters for my lenses that are inside of there. And then also right in here it has like different compartments. So I have like my charger for my Weeble, my external hard drive. So I have all of those things so I don't take up tons of space on my actual laptop. And then that's one thing I'm gonna do is make sure that I clear out my laptop as a whole. Just because I always keep so much on my laptop and I want to stop because I want to free up space on my laptop. I have a tons of space on my laptop, but I just won't want to take up more space than what I actually need. So anyway, this is inside the bag. And then there is a few other little compartments. Oh, look at this. I don't even know what that's too. Interesting. Anyway, there's always something new you can find out, right? But so as far as my bag, it is a Pro Light. It is water repellent and something construction. I honestly, construction repellent or construction something. The tag is in the room. I'm gonna tell you this. This bag has enough cushion. I am not gonna try it by any means, but I personally feel, I'm gonna bring you closer to me. Okay, I personally feel that if I were to drop this bag from like a bridge, nothing's gonna break. Am I gonna try it? Absolutely not. If I drop my bag or something happened, I feel like not only is my laptop, but my camera is protected. It's just my personal opinion. Hopefully we'll never find out. I will give you, like I said, I'll do another video of really the pros and the cons of this bag, to be completely honest, as I use it, because it's just been in the house and I'm really trying to like pack and get everything together and make sure I don't forget anything. And then go on this journey to kind of see how it is with my bag. I'm really not bringing much. I think my backpack, this backpack is probably the major thing, and then I'll have like another carry-on bag for this trip. I'll be gone a week. And we're supposed to go to a lot of different places, so we will see. The biggest thing I'm trying to do is go to Switzerland, so I hope, Mom, please make sure you take me to Switzerland, okay? Switzerland and Amsterdam for sure, but Switzerland is the biggest thing for me on my list. I'm super excited if we go there. And then I'm probably going to look at renting a lens, because me purchasing a crazy zoom lens, for me, because that's not my niche of photography, I don't see it's worth me spending a couple $1,000s. So I would rent it for a time, but I don't know about anything other than that. Trying to think about what else, you guys. So with the bag situation, because, oh, did I already chip my nail? Look at that. I did. What a boo-boo. That just sucks. Anyway, the biggest thing about my bag, right, because it's, I'm going to talk about price points. So I feel like in the grand scheme of things, as far as bags, I feel like it's in the middle range as far as price-wise. But I have learned, to me, I believe the value and cost of bags are subjective. And let me explain why. I think what something is deemed expensive or cheap is based off of the value that you give something, or the value that you feel that it is returned for yourself. Value for yourself. So for me, my laptop alone makes this bag worth it. I feel like I just heard something. I feel like I did hear something in my kitchen, so that's why I paused. But my laptop alone makes this bag worth it. because of the amount of money that I've spent on my laptop, the amount of work that I do on my laptop, how much I need my laptop, that if anything were to happen, my laptop alone, I would be extremely devastated. So this bag was, I want to say like 320, 340 or something like that. I want to say it was in the threes. It wasn't in the, I don't think it wasn't in the fours, for sure. But, the Nomadic bag that I bought, I want to say it was like $4.99. Yeah, I want to say it was $500. But even then, if you think about it in the grand scheme of things, of how much you pay for one lens is your camera bag, right? Let alone for, I want to say, I wouldn't consider myself a pro photographer by any means, because I'm definitely still learning. But for people who travel all over the world and they do these major projects and stuff like that, hell, your zoom lens is cost more than your camera bag. So protecting that type of an investment of what you're shooting with, especially if it is your only source of income, like this is what you do 100% for a living. I don't, but if I did, that's my goal too. It would be absolutely nothing to spend that type of money on it. It's literally like an insurance policy, right? Protecting yourself. And then even more, just the way of having everything with you in your bag that you need. That's why it was so important for me to get the travel bag for, like, I was looking at the Nomadic bag with Peter McKinnon, because I need a lot bigger bag. I'm used to carrying a lot of things. So like on my normal day-to-day basis, I carry I carry 2 laptops and camera equipment with me anyway, plus like my backpack. I mean, like my purse, things that I need, and then like lunch bags and things like that. So it's normal for me in general to carry a lot. So I wanted a bag that has more support on my back. And this one actually goes around my waist, so I have the full support. So I was a huge fan of that with the Nomadic bag. Which, I'm saying that, I don't know if the Nomadic bag had it, but I think it does. This bag for sure definitely has it. I like the way that there's the cushion directly on my actual back. So it'll help, because I have scoliosis, and then even more, my hips are just like off. So things like that is really important to me, and it makes the biggest difference. And once you screw your back up, it's not like you can kind of undo it like that. So it's better to pay the money and to have those type of support needs that you really want for your back when it comes to a bag, than to keep having a whole bunch of different bags. And then even more, I know this isn't going to be my only bag, but I don't want 17 different types of bags. And I've seen a lot of bags out here that I absolutely love and I've wanted to purchase, but it just wasn't enough bag for me. I've seen a lot of they're called like everyday bags, but you can put like some clothes and things like that, and then it has like a little part at the bottom where you can put all your camera gear. For me, because of the amount of stuff that I'm carrying with me, I'm gonna bring a suitcase for my everyday things that I need, like clothes and stuff like that, and then I'll have my actual travel bag. But once again, everybody's different. This was just my need. So I'm really happy that I found this bag. I'm really excited to see what this bag can really do for me and hold for me as a whole. And I'm just genuinely, you guys have no idea how happy I am that I found a bag. So to this company, once again, Manfrotto, we're gonna, you know what I mean? I'll tag it. Thank you guys. And even more, thank you to the store in Fort Worth that I was able to get this bag from. I can't even tell you the name off the top of my head. I can just see their logo, but I'll put it in here as well. I'm happy that a camera store is open past 3 o'clock. So this camera store in Fort Worth is actually open till 6. It's a drive for me. It's like, 45 minutes to an hour drive for me. But it's worth it if you're the only store that's open, because sometimes I need last minute things. Not even just that. I don't get off till like 5:30. So if I leave a few hours early to go there, or leave a few hours early in general during the week, I know that I can actually get to a place and I'd be fine. Like I can leave at 3 and get to this camera place and be fine. Versus other places in Dallas, I would have to leave. Well, I'm gonna say other places in Dallas as whole, because there's other places in Fort Worth, I would have to leave a lot earlier or take like my whole entire lunch just to get there. So these are just things that I like. I'm super happy. You have no idea. It's like the biggest like sigh of relief for me when it came to me finding this bag. So shout out to you guys. And shout out to the camera company for being open. So anyway, you guys, that's what's inside of my bag. Yeah, till next time. Peace.